Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here. As we get into it, we have an undead versus human matchup here on the map Terenas Stand. And yeah, another WFZ game. I've been casting him a lot recently. He just be playing a lot of games, so, you know, one of those games will eventually look good enough to me. And yeah, this one looks decent, I guess. We haven't had him facing off against HawK on the Netease ladder for the channel yet, so yeah, couple of checkboxes ticked there. So yep, WFZ the red undead in the top left. We have HawK spawning in as the blue human in the bottom right. So WFZ's been going a lot of Crypt Lord lately. Who can blame him? It's like a breath of fresh air, I bet. It's almost similar to how they think about it, how Night Elf transitioned away from Demon Hunter into Keeper of the Grove. I'm not sure if the Crypt Lord is as powerful as the Keeper used to be in like 1.28, 29, but yeah, it's sort of similar. The only difference I would say is like Impale is maybe a lot more team fight oriented rather than the pick potential that the Entangle has. But yeah, HawK on the other hand, I haven't seen him in quite some time. He's gonna go Mount King first, probably just to counteract the Crypt Lord first shenanigans. I don't really know all too much about how well this plays into Crypt Lord first. But for now, it seems like a mass ghoul. We have a ghoul opening here for WFZ compared to the really early graveyard into fast tech. We're just gonna go most likely just the easy camps here. I'm just gonna wait and see what the Crypt Lord is gonna do. Probably gonna kill the sheep for the skellies, as the footman has spotted the Crypt Lord. Already 2 beetles onto the ground, and we are going to be taking out the gold mine camp, it seems. So potential early expand here from WFZ. HawK has eyes on it, obviously. Sack Skull being used to place the blight down as well. And we have a Ziggurat being placed down, so this is most definitely going to be an expansion here. So yeah, what HawK is going to do? I don't know. He should maybe get a good number of footmen down and maybe try and pressure that expansion, or he could always just go for his own expansion. That's generally what humans are best at doing. And it looks to be the latter, since we are going to have militia being pulled over here. Judging by the timing, I would say that WFZ's gold mine's going to be finished before this expansion, even if humans can go for a fast build. Either way, Mana King, not the best items. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Double Cloak Shadows, Crystal Ball, immediately used for the confirmation on the expansion there, but Great Mana Potion's not bad. These 3 items are just not particularly useful. Whether or not he keeps the Crystal Ball is up to him, because that can be used to spot any potential crypt veins on the ground there. Even the carrion beetles also get spotted by the Crystal Ball, as we do have Thunderclap into Stormbolt, taking out a couple of beetles as well as a ghoul there, so yeah, not bad. To take a crap ton of mana though. And HawK, it seems like he was a little slow on his placement, so gold mine definitely gonna get completed a lot earlier compared to this town hall. Yeah, still only halfway there. Mana King looking for probably a good grouping for a Thunderclap, even though he doesn't actually have enough mana for it. Just gonna chase the opponent away. Might be able to pick up a couple of low creeps there. Arabian Tower completed. Yeah, it'll be annoying, but I don't really think the footman would mind. Tier 2, no, yeah, this is Tier 2 on the way. Graveyard just got placed down, so yeah, this early expanded appears to be unpunished. Mountain King already level 3, Crypt Lord still up. Okay, never mind, he just hit level 3 as well, so yeah, it's looking pretty even on the hero side at least, even though the two heroes are completely different in playstyle. Mountain King leveling up his Thunderclap, obviously. It is the most powerful ability, it seems, for the Mountain King. Surprised it still hasn't gone nerfed yet, but oh well. By nerfed I mean like damage numbers. Cooldown I really think is minuscule. Rune Braces being picked up here for the Mountain King, not that great. Could be useful later on if WFZ goes for Death Knight Lich 2nd and 3rd. But yeah, Crypt Lord, I'm not entirely sure on that because Impale, sure it does some damage, but the most impactful thing is the stun, and Rune Braces does not actually reduce the stun effect, just the damage.
Summoning is complete.
We are going double Crypt, which is interesting. It could be mass gargoyles, or it could be just because WFZ wants to get as many Griffins as possible. But yeah, gargoyles would be an interesting take. Humans
Upgrade complete.
can deal with gargoyles a little bit since they do have their Dragonhawk Riders, but you basically have to kind of one-for-one it, because gargoyles still hurt it quite a bit. Air to air. Crypt Lord gonna hit that level 4 as he picks up the health stone for himself. Mountain King, I thought he was going to be clearing these cheap item camps here, but right now he's not doing much. He so far just took down this Goblin Lab camp and is going to spot the Crypt Lord here. Might even go for a Stormbolt as we did have a Purge proc onto the Crypt Lord. Shadow Priest getting chased down by the beetles, but it seems like he is going to be able to run away in time. Mountain King, is he gonna actually spin the mana potion to pick up this Crypt Lord? Impale, ooh, just misses on those footmen there. And there we go, Greater Mana Potion. I believe, oh, never mind, the Crypt Lord did not get a deep score in time, but he will be able to do right before that Thunderclap, so yeah, and I believe I do hear gargoyles being produced here. So,
is complete.
where are they? I am so blind, where are they? Oh, there they are. Death Knight also comes out as the second hero. Long distance creeping, I think? Death Knight getting mana from, or experience from somewhere. So these gargoyles are going to be a bit of a surprise, but HawK does have a good number of towers at expansion at least, so those gargoyles won't be able to do too much. Castle is on the way as well as Griffin Aviaries, triple Griffin Aviaries being placed down, so I'm not even sure if HawK is aware of those gargoyles, but he might have spotted them previously. I just didn't actually spot if he actually did see them or not.
Is complete.
Blood Mage second here, just acting as a mana battery. I imagine the Paladin's gonna come out as the last hero, once Castle is done, of course. And yeah, let's see what these Griffin Aviaries produced. Obviously, since we're not tier 3 just yet, it should just be Dragonhawk Riders. We also have a workshop being built as well as +1 attack upgrade for the Dragonhawk Riders and Griffins on the way, as well as +2 armor, I think? It's either +1 or +2. Yeah, that's a lot of beetles. WC needs to be careful not to give too much experience away. Is gonna take down a Troll Berserker, but okay, never mind. I thought that huge chunk of beetles would have been so worth going for that Thunderclap, but no, these beetles, in fact, even getting a couple of peasant kills as well. I mean, like, it's okay. HawK playing a little bit sloppy here. But +2/+0 gargoyles. Yikes. That is kind of scary. HawK Reincarnation on the Death Knight as well as +6 claws. Yeah, and the Lich coming out as the third and final hero here. 67 supply for WFZ, 59 for HawK. To be expected since both of them do have multiple expansions, or just one expansion. Multiple bases, I mean, and we are going pretty heavy on those Dragonhawk Riders. Makes sense, like I said, ideally would want 1-for-1 on those Dragonhawks because, yeah, just one of these gargoyles, 63 to 90 damage before armor, of course. That's still a lot. And I'm not even sure if Dragonhawk Riders have their Animal War training upgrade. No, they do not. But it is about to be completed very soon. Here comes the gargoyles. We also have a couple of flying machines as well. But the gargoyles are going to get netted there. Thunderclap onto the double undead heroes, and I believe the gargoyles is going to get completely wiped out. So yeah, that was a pretty hard counter, I would say, on HawK's side. WFZ is still maintaining with his ground force, however, and is chunking the Blood Mage down a little bit. Never mind, chunked a huge amount, and does go down at level 1, I believe. Mountain King, however, without mana, support, or any health potions, needs to be careful not to get chunked by the Nova Coil combo, as we now have a pretty good Thunderclap hitting all those ghouls there. Strongbolt finishing off the Lich as the Anchor Reincarnation getting dropped there. Thankfully the Mountain King wasn't fast enough to pick it up, but yeah, regardless, it seems like the Mountain King might be enough by himself, as we do have a surround onto the Paladin. Is going to get level 2, however, and the Divine Shield is going to completely rectify the surround. Ghouls and beetles, very low HP. Some of them are going to go down, but the rest are just going to get saved thanks to the TP scroll. That was really bad for WFZ. His gargoyles didn't actually do too much. I believe they were able to take like a single Dragonhawk Rider, but yikes. Air superiority indeed for the human player, and he's gonna quickly transition into those griffins there to hopefully try and counteract the Crypt Fiend transition that WFZ is gonna go into. Yeah, I'm not too sure on Griffins versus Crypt Fiends. Kind of the same sentiment with Dragonhawks versus Gargoyles. If the Crypt Fiends are like evenly numbered, I would probably say the Crypt Fiends should be able to make quick work over the Griffins. But who knows? I think it kind of depends as well on the Griffin focus fire. But +1/+1 upgrade, I don't know if we're gonna have any more, as the Blacksmith is not actually doing anything. We are gonna produce a couple more flying machines, however, but I mean, no more gargoyles, like, period. So like, these flying machines essentially just scouting units here. Expansion on the bottom left will give HawK an even more lead in terms of econ, because well, his current army just completely demolished WFZ. So yeah, adding another base will probably just widen the gap a little bit more. Level 5 Crypt Lord, level 3 Death Knight, level 1.5 Lich versus level 5, almost level 6 Mountain King, level 3 Blood Mage, and a level 2.5 Paladin. Blood Mage getting instantly chunked, however. Yeah, HawK not protecting his Blood Mage very well at all. Although I guess the same thing could be said for the Lich, but he is going to get resurrected thanks to the HawK. Mountain King. Where on earth is he? There he is. Is he close to level 6? He is going to try and get a couple of kills on the Crypt Fiends there, but he is kind of running out of mana, especially without the Blood Mage support. Invuln is going to happen onto the Lich there, and supply-wise, WFZ is still a little bit down, and is going to be forced to teach school once again, as, I don't think enough Griffins were actually webbed, in fact. The fact that there's still plenty number of Dragon Riders as well as the flying machines, they pretty much soak the auto webs for basically free. But yeah, I'm not very impressed with HawK's usage of his Blood Mage. He goes down way too quickly. Obviously the Lich also went down, but he had the revival safety plan, so like it's kind of fine. Even though I don't think the HawK really bought him many opportunities. I mean, like, what can HawK do? You could definitely give his Mountain King another Staff of Sanctuary if he wants. But then again, his pally should have probably staffed the Blood Mage in the first place, so yeah, I don't actually know what to think, to be honest. Expansion on the top right has been spotted in the flying machines. Probably won't be able to finish it off despite having siege damage. There comes yet again another attack, but the main army is right at the bridge, so I'm not sure if WFZ should actually pick this fight. Nice Frost Nova, gonna do decent amount of damage there, but the main target is indeed that Mountain King, who is about to hit that level 6, and Avatar form would probably be a little too much for WFZ to deal with. Level 2 on the Lich, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Frost Armor has yet to be applied to many units, just the Lich it seems, as another Thunderclap is going to take a couple more Crypt Fiends there with the Stormbolt as well. Mountain King out of mana, but the Blood Mage is going to say no to that. Is the Mountain King going to Avatar? Not quite yet. He hasn't put a point in, I don't think, but yeah, another Stormbolt onto the Lich there. Death Coil is going to heal him back up, and he does have an Invuln just in case. Frost Nova going to have a Dragon Rider, but the Griffins are the main problems. Plus 2 attack upgrade Griffins are just nothing to actually scoff at, and they've been free hitting for basically the entire fight there. Beetles were able to clear out the gold line, but yeah, I don't know. All in all, I think that WFZ still took quite a bit of damage. The expansion on top right, it seems like it was actually forced to cancel there. So yeah, it definitely feels bad. WFZ is in a pretty weird position. Going A-bombs might be a little risky, considering those Griffins should be able to melt them. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Obviously more spiders could be useful, but like having been one base down for quite some time now, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up, but that was pretty good. Frost Nova hitting all those Griffins there. It's just that the auto webs need to be happening. And there we go, Avatar form on the Mountain King. He is going to be such a menace for the undead as the Lich goes down level 2. I didn't actually see that happen, but I imagine it was just a broken ass Thunderclap again. Crypt Lord, I mean, what can you do with a Crypt Lord at this point? Like, there's not nearly enough ground units to make impactful impales, and yeah, it just doesn't seem to be WFZ's game, to be honest. Lich comes back through the tavern, but yeah, I don't know how much he can actually do with just no mana. avatar form is about to wear off, but honestly, like, picking up the Crypt Lord and the Lich Kill, pretty good avatar. I just realized that W3 Booster actually doesn't show any more abilities, which is kind of odd.
From the depths I come.
Yeah, right.
Either
Either way, Crypt Lord coming back with the Tavern Revival there, but like... Right, I don't know how much you can actually do in this game anymore. Mountain King is basically all online with level 6 and mana battery and a healing battery. Like, yeah, I just don't know how WC could actually turn this thing around. HawK even goes for the destruction on the 100 gold mine on the top right, meanwhile being able to save his own expansion at the same time. Like, all in all, things are looking really good for the human player. Main gold mine's about to wear off here, 100 gold left for HawK, meanwhile 150 left for WFZ. Is more destroyers the answer? More Crypt Fiends the answer? Honestly, I have no idea. I think at this point the Mountain King is kind of too strong, so like even if you take down the army, I just don't know, to be honest.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Like ideally, mass gargoyles might be able to do something versus this amount of griffins, but like all HawK needs to do is like produce even more Dragon Hulk Riders, and then yes, it's a really weird problem for WFZ. Maybe he's banking on the level 6 Crypt Lord, but honestly I have no idea how useful Locust Swarm, if that even is the ability's name, is going to be. Frost Nova onto those Griffins, but the massive chunk on the Crypt Lord is going to force an invuln there, just in the nick of time, but that was, I believe, the Lich's invuln, and that is going to leave him vulnerable to Focus Fire. Death Knight goes down, I believe the Lich was the next target, and that is going to be game. So yeah, that was a pretty scary Mountain King, and yeah, I honestly don't know what to say. WC kind of lost the chunk of his momentum when he sent all his gargoyles to those Dragon Hulk Riders, so yeah, it's a weird one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys again next time. Take care.